Rajgira and peanut chikki. Hi, welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. I'm Sonaka and the recipe that we're making today is a very interesting one. So what we're making today is a chikki. We're making a Rajgira and a peanut chikki. Let's take a look at all the ingredients we need to make this. Rajgira, roasted peanuts, jaggery, coconut oil, cardamom powder, salt. So to make this Rajgira chikki, first we need to pop these amaranth seeds, and for that we need the pan to be really hot. If the pan is not very hot, the seeds are not going to pop well and your chikki is not going to turn out good. And another thing that we need to keep in mind is that we need to dry roast these in really small batches. We can't do a large quantity of these amaranth seeds at once. So let's take a spoonful of these and add it to the pan. And we're going to keep moving these around so that they start popping, and you'll see in a couple of minutes how these have gone white. So now that we've popped some of the Rajgira, I'm going to pass this through a sieve just so that we get all the grains that have not popped are separated from the ones that have. So now that the first spoonful of Rajgira seeds are nicely popped, I'm going to do the same with another spoon, and we're going to repeat this process a couple of times more. So this is my last batch of Rajgira that has been nicely popped. I'm just going to pass all of this through a sieve and try to get rid of the unpopped grains. So now we're going to transfer these into a bowl. Now that we've popped the amaranth seeds really nicely, we're going to move to the next step of making the chikki. And for that I'm going to heat some coconut oil in a pan, very little, about half a spoon of it. And once this is moderately hot, I'm going to add in some jaggery to this, and we're going to wait for the jaggery to melt. So while the jaggery is melting, I'm just going to lightly grease an aluminium tin in which we're going to set the chikki. If you're going to be using a silicone mold, then there's no need for you to be greasing it. To the melted jaggery, I'm going to add in a pinch of salt. You could skip this step if you're using salted peanuts. Next, let's add in a tiny little pinch of cardamom powder. We're using green cardamom powder here. The jaggery is nicely melted and there's this great aroma of cardamom powder. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the other ingredients, that is the groundnut and the popped Rajgira into this. I've added the peanuts and the Rajgira into this. Let's give this a good mix. And now we're going to quickly transfer this into the aluminium mold that we've greased. We want to do this really fast because we want to do it before the mixture starts to set. And then we're going to press this down slightly. So now the Rajgira and peanut chikki mixture is into this mold. We're going to let it cool for a bit and come down to room temperature before we can demold it and then get ready to eat the chikki. So the Rajgira and peanut chikki has come down to room temperature and we've demolded it. And it tastes fabulous. I'm just going to cut it into pieces and then we're going to serve it. So here it is, Rajgira and peanut chikki, a really nice recipe which is really easy to make. So make sure you try this one.